Hey everyone, good evening. Welcome to another stream. Um, if you could let me know in the chat if you can hear me and if you can hear Soldat, that would be very nice. It'd also be very nice if you could just say hi so we know who's there in the chat. I see Dazzy Moon already. Is Husky live chat? We are live now. As usual, the stream is sponsored by Bullet Decks and WooX. Let's just dive into some charts. I want to do some Bitcoin, maybe. Hype looked interesting. Also, if you have some tickers, you can already think about what you want this chart later. Feel free to put them in the chat already. And also, let's say hi to Soldat. Soldat, are you there? Hello. My voice is like barely here. I was a bit under the weather last week, and it got a bit worse. But we'll try to make it through the hour. But if my voice sounds a lot lower than usual, it's not because I put some like masculine effects on it. It's just like some tiny virus that got to me again. Lighter and hype. Yeah, we'll probably take a look at those. Those anyway. Soldat, are you in any positions right now? Okay. Uh, 66. Yeah, I'll take a look at. I don't see it on your screen right now. Oh, just the Fibonacci retracement. That one. Yeah, I see it. I have it on stream. Okay, I will pull it off the stream then. Off to a bad start. Hi, not here no. Huh. Khaled also hi. Yeah, let's just take a look at. We'll start with Bitcoin as usual. So let me get my chart. We had this. Not much happened really since last week. It's just as expected, consolidating here. I don't know where my high time frame chart is. It's probably here. This. Yeah. So I went over this on Twitter also this morning. I probably assume nothing changed since last week, and that we're both gonna have kind of the same opinion on this. Can't hear you. Okay, we'll try to fix that. Can you can you say something? Let me check one thing. Yeah. Why is that thing? Yeah. I will. I'll just go over BTC high time frame, but just give me 1 minute, guys. I will try to pull Soldat back into the stream. So yeah, they don't hear that, so it's just this OBS thing. For some reason, I booted the program. So OBS is the program that kind of like pulls everything from my screen into YouTube. And okay, so I have to add probably audio capture. There is one here though. Why does it not work? Desktop audio capture. It should work actually. So the problem is if I try to mess with things, this thing is so volatile that it will just. It's like there's a high danger that I mess up everything. Okay, but we can add one more. While I fix this, guys, feel free to put already some tickers in the chat if you're bored or ask some questions about anything. We'll add another audio capture. Let's try Discord. Soldat, can you make another sound, please?
Hello.
No, they both work. Jesus Christ. And also, my iPhone is playing the stream, so that's nice. Okay, we should work.
Okay, Aaron, can you confirm, please? Thank you. Amazing. Works now.
Amazing.
I like the small delay. It's useful.
Yeah. It's really,
Am I long?
I have no idea. Aaron, yeah, Soldat, are you? No, he's short. He said that.
I'm short.
But you didn't hear that. Okay. Let's get back to it, I guess. So yeah, I think we're still looking at it at the same way as last week. Just this, we're back into this range, 2024 range, and as expected, like we corrected all these very fast moves down in a very fast way also. Since this is like a bigger range, I expect to either spend some time in here or we'd have to get out really quick and start chopping back into previous value. But honestly, I think we're stuck here now, and it would also be most fun to trade, to be honest, if we can just, I don't know, like a couple weeks maybe. How long do you think we're stuck here?
At minimum, like 10 more days, probably up to about 3 weeks max.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. My drawings are never really time accurate. But basically, I'm just looking at this, like we failed. Well, let me zoom in a little bit. We failed to reclaim or even take this high. We didn't even take the Monday high here, which just so shows to me that it's very, very weak in a way. Like we had a few opportunities to at least take some of the liquidity here at the highs. Jesus, no, video is not working.
Shit.
I have no answer to this one, to be honest. Yeah, actually, the only thing that's working, not even. Yeah, I can change, but the video is like stuck somewhere. Problem is, if I refresh like the entire stream, it's gonna flash. Yeah,
Can you remove and add the source, maybe? Like the video input?
Yeah, probably.
Because only one of them is stuck, I think.
No, they're all stuck, but I can still I can still try to do some things. Yeah. Okay, I got my trading view. Yeah, I got my trading view to work. That's one.
Yep.
Let me just fix the other ones also, because we're gonna need. Okay, yeah. There's a restart button. That's really nice. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Welcome. We got some new guys here. Sorry. Audio fixed. Video fixed. Only thing we have to fix is the price action now. Yeah, so what I was saying, just we're stuck in this value here. We both agree, like a couple more weeks in here at least. Like worst case, it's gonna be a couple of months. But I would actually think that the amount of time that we spent here is gonna be a little bit less than here. But this, do you disagree?
No, yeah, top range was 180 days. That mid range that we left after this lockdown was 64 days. Then I think this one would be about 30 days.
Yeah, it would make sense. And then I'm expecting either this 3 drive to play out, the green one, or if we do manage to hold like 64, 65s and we take the highs, I think we can go a little bit deeper, just because it would like repeat this pattern of building up liquidity at the lows, just to take out the long stops. So you get some more sell pressure and you can fill like a little bit lower maybe. Like if we do that 3 drive thing and we see some absorption, I think we can like maybe like 85, 58, 55, 58 or something, and then we can bounce there. I don't have a preference right now. It's just like very broad plans of what to do. Like if we do manage to grind a little bit above like 72, I think there's a trade to just fill this gap here. But then eventually leaving this behind, I don't think is possible at this point. Like I'd be very surprised if we don't at least take out this low here. And then you have, of course, the breakdown. Like if we don't even chop, but we continue. Let me zoom in. Like you can see this kind of structure here, where you have like a low set, a high, lower low, lower high. Like if it keeps doing that and never takes any highs, it's like you either need like a sweep and then some very fast reclaim, some actual buyers finally stepping in to push that momentum. We had that a few times, or we just gonna sweep and come back down and then grind more down into that next leg. Do you have anything to add for BTC?
Not in particular. I think I think the price action in this range will be like just more triangular.
Yeah.
I expect the 60k lows to hold for like the entire time and just.
What do you mean? Let go once? Yeah. So more like that red squiggle I had.
More or less, yeah.
Yeah, just keep running down. Yeah. They are still saying can't. Oh my god. Saw that audio gone again.
Oh man.
It's okay. I have you double now. But he agreed with everything I said, so it's fine. You're back already, by the way.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Yeah, sorry. I don't know what's going on today. Voice back again. Can't hear Solid. Love from Half Blood. Okay, it was just 10 seconds. Bam Bam is
I
not
love you,
here.
Half Blood.
Bam Bam is not here for the guys asking. Okay, what should we look at? Because BTC is not really that interesting at the moment.
I mean, we can go over like our open plans real quick.
Yeah, okay. I will put you on screen.
Because it's gonna come up in like a few seconds. So I just made this chart. It's just like nested triangles. We're kind of grinding on the low end of this triangle. Open drive. I'm looking for this box to get tagged to try and get a long in, maybe up to like 69s, yeah, and then we'll see, kind of die down here. But this is like not today. So today I just want this sort of mid 66s to get tagged. I want the gaps that we left on CME to get taken out here. But it's hard to knife catch this because the stop placement kind of sucks. Because your first gap is here, and on deltas it looks like first gap only, then up, but like stopping is at some poor lows here that could also get taken, and then fill it in on the last gap here. But being open, it's hard to get that retrace after a market structure break, so maybe you have to chase, and then chase half, and then if it retraces, chase another half. So it's kind of hard to execute. But yeah, on open, I kind of want it to run down. If it runs up on open, like I can also see maybe this to play out because you have a small gap here. So filling that in on open would make a lot of sense. There's a few smaller gaps in this area and this inefficiency as well. So either one I think is fine for me.
Yeah. I have the exact same thing actually. Just those lows here, they look like if we keep rotating, if we keep like if we just keep chopping here for a while, I think these would be like the lows that you look at, like at traditional protect the actual low, and then just sweep those inside like this. This is the like the order block at the bottom. So you can also just look at like this, like price coming into here. If not, the problem is we talked about it last week also. Like there's like so many levels here close to each other. Like you have an MPOC sitting right here, I think. Below, like
Yeah.
we barely tagged it. Wait, let me check on this one. Yeah, it's like this white line here. It's like the volume, like the biggest volume node of this very big day, and it's still not tagged. I would kind of like it to be tagged, and above us there's like just the same flat ceiling that we had. Take out previous week high, which is now like last Monday high is now previous week high, I guess, because we didn't take it. So levels really didn't change much at all. I think like the worst thing you can do is get chopped up in this very like in this more tightening range as we go on. So try to like it's really that simple actually. Like try to position at the highs of the range. You can in trading view like you can make it kind of easy for yourself and just like say like okay, this is the high, this is the actual low, but like, we can take this one because seems to be more the range that we're forming, or you can make it like a mid range or something like. Just be a bit discretionate about it. Like okay, actually this looks good. So just when we come into this zone here, try to look for shorts. Come into this zone. Obviously, it can deviate a bit, just like this or like this. Doesn't really matter. But I think like getting too much involved in the middle here, unless you see something like this forming with very clear momentum, but we don't really have that right now. Like we are more chopping, actually grinding down a little bit. So yeah, I think it is that simple. We're gonna have a couple really boring streams in the next weeks or so. Maybe map some like levels where we can actually knife catch on BTC and some alts and stuff. But if I look at my exchange like on like the buy and sell buttons on the chart, it's becoming like you have many buy and sells right here, and it's just like becoming like zero. I barely spending time at the charts, just spending time outside with my dog, just playing, and then just set some alerts, and we'll take it from there. Like, you have anything on Ethereum?
No, not really. It looks really bad. I think I have a squiggle. I'm not sure if it's from stream or from Discord. It might be from Discord, but I had these squiggles I put up around like last week, and both of them. I think it was actually like around here. I put the squiggles up,
Mm-hmm.
and both of them played out.
Yeah,
It's like perfectly like this. This is your like tightening range here, right? So
yeah,
it grinded this thing, came down, like grinded the bottom, came up, grinded the top, came down, and now it's in the middle of everything. Like positioning here on Ethereum, just like why? It's just literally the middle.
yeah,
You're currently so that's like the support resistance flip, and you're currently right below that. Yeah, I would not want to position here. I would really like maybe another stab at 1800s. Get like a dead cat thing in like this, and then I can TP here and fuck off.
Yeah, it often does that, like even 2 or 3 times. Like when it puts in a low like
Yeah,
that, like it's we talked about it like long time ago how Ethereum trades a lot more horizontal. Not always, but like where BTC maybe puts in a 3 drive or like very like what's it called, like a pitchfork, where you have the middle one the lowest. Ethereum will just have them like all within like a $10 range of each other. It's really nice to trade. Uh,
no,
to be honest, if I look at this, um, just zoom out on the daily chart. Um, like I know it's probably has to fill some of this leg down here.
no, doesn't have to at all.
Nah,
Look at 22, like
like this one.
first half. Yeah,
Yeah,
just can just keep doing that.
yeah. Even here it did that. So yeah,
Yeah,
I think like the very obvious level on this one is here. Like for it almost seems impossible to not take that level. And then you have like if that doesn't, if sweep on that doesn't hold, you're just looking at this 1k 1k level, and then like yeah, I mean it better start putting in like another leg of the roller coaster here. Um,
I would enjoy that. I think
what,
watching
things
this
like
chart, it
this.
looks like we're kind of due for that.
Yeah, something like this I think is, why is it red? Something like this, it can be like it can do a very Ethereum thing and go a bit deeper, or just take both in one go. But I think the next big leg on Ethereum is a good one to buy. Like to be honest, BTC also like. Um,
I think if you're gonna buy a big leg on Ethereum, you should scale your bids way deeper because if you remember what happened,
I
when was it?
remember.
Early 25. Yeah,
I
I
remember.
would like that to happen again.
Um, which one was it? This one, right?
Yeah, that big
Yeah,
wick. Yeah, that's the one.
yeah. I think I was.
Well, you bought the fair value of that wick, right?
I don't know what I bought. Like,
No, I remember
I
because you bought like 2800s, and then it just
yeah,
wicked all the way to like
yeah. The
1900s
average
because of
the
like some
average
OPEC
entry
stuff.
was 2,800. I think
Yes.
we have bids like way higher already. Like something like this. Uh,
Yeah.
probably like this. Like okay, it sweeps that wick and then it fills like the imbalance into the support resistance flip here, and we just like we woke up and it was like completely like fuck.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, but got out break even that time. It's a good thing. Yeah, so it's just not really not looking that good. I would think uh, even if
Inverse investments look good here.
what?
Inverse investments look good
Yeah,
here.
they actually do. Like it it feels like the worst time to just smash like market smash short, but actually
Because if you take the Ethereum chart, the daily one you have up, and you invert it, it's like, ooh, this is like momentum long type of chart.
yeah,
Like
like
it's just holding those lows, and it's gonna like pop at some point.
yeah, yeah. I think you're right. Uh, I'm debating on like just taking these local highs on things and just um, yeah, just taking some like retarded trades like this. Like, maybe not from right here right now. Like I'd try to get at least like a better entry on low time frame. But just because it refuses to take any of these highs, like it did that a couple times. It did that here, for example. It did that here also.
You could wait for it to lose the low, and then it might come back to about mid range,
Yeah,
and then that would be like decent risk
yeah.
definition.
I think if it breaks down without like a proper range, like these highs are like should not be taken. Like
Yeah.
it should not give any exit to any of these longs. It's just gonna be like this. And actually, it's a decent trade to take. Like if you could get in like at yesterday's high or like in the upper area of this range, like we are now just below mid range, like you should set. Like it's not really ideal, but still,
It's like a 7-hour banger.
yeah, it's still yeah. Um, it's just like it can be very painful if it starts doing like this, because then it stops you out and it just comes like I prefer to actually have really good entry on these retarded trades. There's some confluence on like just what we looked at for BTC. It's kind of the same. I'm expecting these lows to get taken. They also have these equal lows here. Let's look at number 3.
Oi.
Yeah,
Oi.
Solana is not like this is like general area of interest because it's like kind of consolidated here. Maybe it can go a bit lower. Then came back, consolidated here. You have like the deviation here, but you can actually you can get away with this also. But I think like 30s, 40s, same as with Ethereum. Like even if it goes lower eventually, like I think something like this can maybe already be a good buy if it reclaims. On the other hand, we have to be aware that we lost this low, we failed to reclaim it, we bearish retested it. Like all of these also, like we can even bearish retest into here and still roll over. Like I can also see that happen. Solana is dead. Yeah, it seems to be. But that doesn't mean we cannot trade it.
You have 2 buttons.
Yeah.
Can use them.
Yeah, I was actually looking at this, but I took, I was completely out of trading yesterday. Like I wasn't. But this was. It's also like a bit. Like
it's a really gay.
Yeah, like how do you enter? Would be nice if we could.
If it was a nicer sweep, it would be good. But
Yeah.
that was gay.
Maybe if we could like take it again, that would be nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it takes it again. To be honest,
something like
nice
this,
sweep,
and like
yeah,
puts in like. Do you think it takes this one? This one,
yeah. Likely, yeah.
This one, yes, but this one,
yeah.
I'm not sure.
Not mad about taking either of those.
Yeah. I'll actually set an alert on this time. Clever. Open. Oh,
Open.
Sorry, we are completely.
Let's see.
BTC dumping, SPX pumping.
All is right with the world.
All is right with the world. I'll pull up your screen.
Well, I'm not really looking at much here. Just.
Yeah. I mean, I don't expect much. Oh wait, it's like Monday in a way, right? Yesterday was Marketplace. Okay.
Exactly. We opened IBIT here. Okay, that's like how much is that? Like a percent? 0.7%. Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. SPX ran right into resistance here. Perfectly retest. Okay. Okay. This looks fine. I mean, yeah. I mean, we can talk about the requests for like 15 minutes and let the open play out because we're really far from any of the levels we actually want to look at. Giena wanted to look at Hyperliquid.
Yeah, we'll start with Hyperliquid, or unless you insist.
No. You take a look at Hyperliquid. I don't have anything new about Hyperliquid.
We have last week's. I made this profile in TradingView, like a layout for stream to just kind of remember what we talked about. Because I delete everything in the other ones. This was the hyperliquid thing. I don't know why we did that.
Because it was dumping, and your thing was like, well, okay, now the price is low enough that I can see someone trying to long this
Yeah,
symbol
I
and
wouldn't be
will
mad
sell
about
it.
it or something. Is what I said.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
that was a nice. Uh, let's delete this. I think. Well, obviously, all of these altcoins, it will just like if we are completely wrong about BTC, ETH, Solana, we are also gonna be wrong about altcoins. But my base case is that we chop at best or chop downwards, grinding down. In which case, I think altcoins should not be able to do very well. The problem here, you have BTC dominance also grinding down, so kind of like it's not very big, but like it kind of means that like as the market is not doing well, altcoins are getting more bid relative to the market than BTC. Like it's not really great because if BTC turns out to be not bottoming here, everyone is like probably levered on altcoins. They move a lot more, so you can get those like those big, quite big liquidation sweeps, liquidation candles on altcoins. If you look at like total 3, it's actually holding up at the lows here. Like it did. If you compare it to Bitcoin, Bitcoin had a very big leg down, like compared to what total 3 is doing. Total 3 is like total market cap from crypto without BTC and ETH. So you kind of have like a view of the entire crypto market without majors or like without BTC and ETH, and it can give you a nice idea of altcoins in general. So technically at support, but lost like kind of the diagonal or support here. Like I don't know how you would draw it even like this. How matter you draw it, it's like we lost it kind of thing. So we have this horizontal support, which also got swept already. I'm expecting the same thing here as like with BTC ETH for this to kind of take a tumble here, and you can see that is like 20-25% down on average on altcoins. Like,
but Husky XBT, how much worse can it really get?
Well, yeah, 20-25% on average. This is just like this is like a complete guess. Like it's not even an estimate, but
it's going to 320 billion, and there's nothing you can do about it.
There is like a chance it pulls in one of these tricks again, but I think we already had this here, and I think we're due for just like another leg down on most things. So that brings us back to Hyperliquid. Which actually looks good, like compared to this, you immediately see that it looks very different. There is the danger, like we said last week, or I said, like I have a feeling that many people are hiding in hyperliquid longs or spots, like it doesn't really matter. Which means that like a potential wipeout of the entire market, if we get like a very red day, for example, there will be a lot of pain on this coin. Because like the positioning is concentrated here, so I would be very careful with like just blindly longing this on very high leverage just because it's holding up well. But if the market behaves
honestly
a little bit,
they kind of
yeah,
unwinded a lot of that positioning already.
did they?
So I don't expect like a huge 10-10 situation. I think it's gonna trade pretty orderly.
Yeah, we can hope for that. Because I'm looking at Soldat screen. I'll just pull it up quickly here. So that's this. Also from last week, I think. So I was drawing same thing, like just fill that imbalance. I think that would be like the first time I would actually be very interested in buying and longing this. Keep in mind you have like the bad lows here that could also get swept, and just like on Soldat's screen, I think I think you kind of buy this and take. Let me draw it. Like if you buy here on, especially on per position, like this will be a good place to take some profits, and then if it rolls over, I think it probably takes these lows. You can reload here. I think you have to be a bit flexible about positioning here. Like if it actually starts to reclaim these levels, you can still add to it on momentum or something like on perps or like whatever you want to do. But yeah, levels of interest is for me 23, 24. Maybe like below 25, I'll start to get like to fill a little bit because it's like, wouldn't be the first time that it front runs it. The only other thing that I see is still the same as last week, like that you say like, okay, I'm really bullish on this and I'm betting aggressively that that we expand from here. Like technically you had a weekly gap, we tapped that gap, we are no.
You will be molested.
Yeah, probably, but at least like
It's risk defined.
It's risk defined, and it's also like it's not risk defined like this, because I'd hate to have this trade, and I would be actually okay with having this trade, getting stopped out and then sizing up, because the size is so much different here. Like this would not be something I would be very like. We failed to reclaim this level. Like it's gonna take probably a while for us to trade above here, so I would not want to be in this position right now. I don't know who asked about hype.
Pawnzi Gena asked.
So that peeing. No, it's probably my dog drinking. She usually does it. Yeah. If you have some thoughts or questions about hype, feel free to put them in the chat. We'll try to read it. Any tickers that we missed? I see useless.
Lit.
Lit.
We were gonna do lit. I think we can do lit because
I think we did useless.
we did it a few weeks ago.
Okay.
We did useless many weeks ago, like a month ago.
Yeah.
We did lit 2 weeks ago because I have a drawing I remember from stream because we were talking about how buying lit here there's no rush at all.
Yeah.
And as you can see, my squiggle played out perfectly. Maybe I didn't get like the perfect 3 drive on 15 minute as I envisioned, but my Pico here was 2.051. It topped out at 2.031. So hey, good fucking job. And then it came back down, took the lows, and now it's actually chopping below that level. I would even maybe let's take these out because I guess these won't be relevant for a little bit. So these highs got done here, and you can basically just redraw the same thing here. You can see it retested it, took the lows, and now it's chopping in this like very well defined range here, right? So you're like mid-range on everything, but yeah, it's not doing much. There's no movement. Like you can maybe try to let's see, maybe buy a lower low, sell a lower high. I mean, that's what I could see. If you start running again into these highs in like a very grindy fashion and it's not quite going down, right? I could see this trade making sense. Something like this. You might get like a few R's out of it, kind of up to here.
Yeah.
But yeah, otherwise there's not much to do. You can maybe try to buy lower. That's about it. But then like, you don't have an inval really.
I kind of see like how like it's very likely, like if you zoom out to like to see that entire bottom range, like it is a very big series of bad highs at this point. Like I can see when it starts squeezing, you'll have some like you can just like get in for like small position and get like make some decent money out of this. Like there's no reason to get bullish into resistance. buy the lows or buy momentum, but for the rest,
Or randomly buy mid range, wake up and you're 30% lower
yeah,
for no
or
reason.
higher, or higher. BTC
Or
dying. They're saying.
oh my god! Oh, we're coming up. We're coming up to the 66s. Come on, come on, come on. Let me wait, close by market. Let me close 20% of my $200 bullet position, and let me pull up the Avantis zero fee perpetuals, so I'm ready to gamble.
Yeah, not official sponsor of the stream, and still we trade on it. Can you imagine? It's a fun.
Yeah.
It's a fun.
Anyway,
It's a fun venue though. I really like. Uh, I really hated it at first. Like I couldn't understand how the execution worked. How everything like. I had Bum explain it to me. I felt like a complete retard. But basically, like I don't know if some people traded on what's that gamble thing like Rollbit.
Rollbit.
Like it's like a exchange version of how you execute it on Rollbit. Like you basically decide, okay, I'm gonna risk $10 here, or $100 or $1,000. Like your risk is the first thing you define. Then like you decide on BTC, am I gonna like long or short, and you change the leverage slider. So to change your liquidation price, and that $10 or $100, whatever you choose, will be like the isolated liquidation on that position. So if you choose like a 1x, that's gonna be like 1x on short, it's gonna be like double the price, it's gonna be your liquidation. If you choose like 100x, it's gonna be 1% higher, etc. So it's very nice to take those like really tight scalps because they have on very high leverage. I think everything above 75x, they have zero fees. Zero fees if you have a losing trade. If you have a winning trade, they just take a very small percentage of your winning trade, and that's how they replace the fee structure. So it's very interesting to take very tight stops. We have a ref code on that.
You get up to 500x leverage. You can end, but it's only market entry and market close, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Doge Pepe. I didn't look at those for a long time.
We were due for useless first.
Useless. I think we decided a couple of weeks ago that it was like useless to look at, but we can still do it.
We can.
It's that roller coaster, I think.
Oh, it did a fucking cup candle situation. Oh, it's at resistance, so that's cute.
Is that the full?
Oh,
is it the full chart?
I think not. So. Yeah.
It is.
Well, it has like on-chain history.
Like I almost asked if there was like if this coin did something then.
Oh, there you go. That's the full chart.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah,
it looks like looks like a log chart, but it's not, right?
It does. Yeah. You see, it's useless.
We lost 67.
6-7. Well, look at that. Like we talked about this on like so many alts, right? There's no reason like to buy the infinite bleed. Just wait for it to get above the fucking line, and once it like gets above the line, how much time did you have to buy? You had like 8 hours to buy.
Yeah.
And then you're up fucking how many percentage? Like 50%. 50%. You know.
Where do you take the stop on that though? Like.
Oh wait, what stops? Who needs stops? I'm trading this useless coin. I mean, depends where you kind of get in, right? Because let's say, did I draw the line properly though? Because you need to be precise here, so I don't like scam anyone. Okay, so really, this was sort of the point. It kind of closed above and then retested.
Yeah.
Let's drop down. So I hope that, yeah, that's pretty precise. So see, it broke it on 15-minute and it closed above and it came back perfectly. But you're probably not going to get the perfect buy. Like realistically, maybe your entry ends up about there. I'm guessing that, or you could even do that, right?
Yeah, okay.
Because
Like you
it's
don't.
grinding, 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 and then you have the impulse that pushes it above, right? So you
Yeah.
don't really want to get below that impulse anymore. And this ends up being, let's see,
Yeah.
because I was gonna say, I think like a bit higher it would be like a decent position where I would look to short, sort of the underside retest of this, but it's already kind of at resistance here, this area as well. But yeah, let's say we can go for the resistance.
Yeah, I see it.
So you would do something like that.
Lots of
How
people
many are
Lots of people
13
suddenly
R's?
started posting about useless, and I'm contemplating a short. So he's looking for shorts here. That actually makes
It's
sense.
not bad.
Like,
Yeah,
I would like on these things. I would think that you get like, since it did, like you see it in like the middle of the trade thing there. It did that like curving up. Um, I think you can just take that as a sweep if it gets back below the first impulse high. Uh, you just kind of short it, or you are a bit more patient, um, and you wait for some structure to develop here. But um, don't let
I,
it.
I would say something like this would make sense, right? Get the
Yeah,
third drive on 4 hour,
yeah,
and then this would do something like this. Uh, and then I would be quite happy. Like you could enter now, like there's some risk definition here. I would hate to enter now, I guess.
yeah,
But you have to be cognizant and TP quite quickly and expect it to go against you, so you break even the trade and then you can re-enter higher. To define the third drive, I guess would be easier. Yeah,
yeah,
as you said, wait for the sweep and then enter on the back end like so,
yeah,
and then that's it.
yeah. I like that more. But yeah, it makes sense since like, when you just showed it, you showed that it was like it's just literally retesting the support from below. So I understand.
Yeah.
And Hater was saying that he's just seeing a lot of people trying to shield it. So usually not the worst time to, like, if the TA lines up, it's a nice confluence to have.
Because it does look a bit ugly, sort of.
Yeah, it's weird price action. Like I don't understand it.
I imagine the people who are trying to shill it, they have quite a few buys sort of in this area, so they're trying to get out at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's tough.
Okay. Let me take a look at Dogecoin here. Oof. Okay, well, we'll try to find some. Let me know for Doge Pepe. Are you looking for longs or shorts that can help? Uh, so yeah, this is the Dogecoin high time frame chart. If you remember that total chart, total tree chart that I showed, it kind of makes sense as to why I'd expect like a leg down. Like it is, um, lost all this structure here. It swept all that. It could have perfectly, like, it had every opportunity to just reclaim or even fill this like leg down here. It's not doing any of that. It took the low of the wick. It bounced, and now we are having like this here. It retest got below again. So you could say like, okay, it kind of really has to hold here, because if it doesn't, we're going for these right here. Um, so yeah, I think if you if you really want to long or buy this, you can. That is the nice thing about where we are in the market. Like you can take some shots. It doesn't have to be full size. If you are right, like you have a lot of these, like equal highs. There are like on almost every chart you find like some, like even just we need like one decent squeeze day, and this can be a nice trade, but just like odds are like market is just not looking like it really wants to do that right now. It looks like everybody is positioning for these. So I think you have to be careful, size down, or be really, really picky with your entries. I think ultimately, like things like this, it doesn't really die. Like it dies a lot if you buy the top, but I can expect like another one of these to form somewhere. But it's just like with total, like yeah, I think you can buy this at like 5-6 cents, to be honest. Would even look for like just clean all of this up, and then you can like start to
Look at the inefficiencies in 21.
21. The bullish or
early early 21. The unclean ones, yeah, yeah. Fill that stuff in, yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
It's almost going below zero, guys. Yeah, that is like that's another minus 90%. I don't think that's relevant for now. I think you can get some trades in between, like, but just like with everything else, I'm kind of expecting like one of these, and then maybe we backfill a little bit, like just this level, or like there's probably like something like this to backfill, and then we just kind of sizzle out on this. Like, I think it makes more sense versus expecting it to actually do this. But we saw on the 10th of October that it's possible. Last week low of BTC is 65.1. Is a sweep of that a consideration if you're looking to long? Yeah, why? Like I mentioned it in the beginning, but we had some stream issues. I have a couple things here. I have this level to clean up like the internal, so 65.3. It is hard like to take this on blind limits. I would prefer to have like a bit more price action here, and then us to grind into it, and then like go like a little bit sideways, maybe sweep, and like put in like a higher low like this, like just so that you see like it is going straight down now. I like you can buy this. It likely bounces, but you have to go break even really fast on these. It would be much. I think like if you want to buy for like some actual highs to get cleaned up, it needs to do like the stuff that it always does. Like it goes for the highs, then like bounces, and it just starts to make a higher structure, and then you can get in for that kind of squeezy moment where the bear is just like, fuck, I need to exit my shorts. But then you have also like sweep of this makes sense because they're bad lows. And POC here is also confluent with the sweep of these bad lows. We have entire area here to fill also, like, so it's not easy to long this and find a very easy invalidation. So you will have to either like look for something like I just drew, for just structure to change a little bit, momentum to change a little bit. Look at like this, where you see sellers get absorbed, price grinding higher. Then I would say like something where it makes in like it puts a higher high. It doesn't immediately roll over. What am I doing? Like something like this. Like you can keep it really tight in these kind of situations. That'd be the only thing. Or if you get like a really tight structure and sharp reversal where you just have like the market structure break like this. Like this is obviously also like a good place, a good way to enter these if you can. Oh. Bitcoin. 66.4 limits. Yeah, no, I don't have any limits right now. My earliest level is 65.840. I don't think like the way this is bleeding down, I don't think I want to get, because you can just make a range of this, right? Like this. Like we are kind of above below the mid range but above quarter range. It's not really that attractive for me to like trying to be very patient and just position at extremes where it's very easy to position. So if I'll see this, I think you still have time. Like it's very unlikely gonna do this, you know. So just try to stay patient. Don't get chopped up in this whatever it is. Pepe. Yeah, I don't know what Patox what you wanted to do with Doge. Like, do you want to accumulate it on spot, or do you want to take a trade? Do you want to short it? Do you want to exit an existing long position? Because I can also see that.
Would I keep limits on BTC? No.
Yeah, I just answered that also.
Yeah. I was just longing on Avantis at many leverages, and I just took a TP1 at like 20 basis points up.
Pepe looks kind of funny, to be honest. I see it.
It does this a lot because like it always like has these big legs up and then I think we just had one and then it leads down.
Well, yeah, just what I see here is like structure is low, high, lower, low, and it broke that. Then it leaves like a very big imbalance, but the imbalance doesn't like. What I would have liked if it would stay here a little bit longer, and then like come down like this. I guess that's kind of what Hyperliquid is doing. To then like get like a quick reaction out of that imbalance and back up, and then you can actually just wait. You don't have to buy the imbalance, but you can just wait for like reclaim of this. You buy here. Let's keep it a bit realistic, and then you can go for something like this. Like they usually like higher chance of playing out than actually buying the fair value gap itself. But I like that it's. I like what it's doing here. So like if I'm right about market direction, I think you can just look at, even if it bleeds down here, I think this can be a solid buy, more solid than Doge, because Doge already took these lows a couple times. It is currently in the process of bleeding down here. So this is actually a nice structure. If we get a violent leg down, you can keep some. So this is like 30% down, where like first liquidity is. You can expect these, like if there's really something happens. So if you want to like have some blind limits somewhere, I think this is a good candidate for this area. This kind of thing, I would size it that I'm comfortable with price going to zero, so I wouldn't bother with stops or anything. Like I would just zero is around here, so it would be like a 2-hour trade like this for me. Just buy, like, can be a little bit of spot also that you just, and you can layer it like way down if you actually get a liquidation cascade. Other than that, like the only thing is like gambling, not really gambling, but the other thing that you can do is just like say like, okay, I think it's gonna respect this structure break. So we broke. It can't fill all the way until here. Technically, for imbalance, it's kind of doing that retest of the resistance here. So it broke resistance, became support. But I would think that like it at least fills this. So you can actually have a nicely defined trade here. It's a bit wide also. Maybe these wicks or fill the imbalance until here. Let's take that. So you also have a decent trade. I think if you want to long this, you wait for momentum or do something like this where you can also like layer some bits. Just like this, so that you don't like you can get an initial position filled here, maybe 25%, add another 25% here, size up a little bit more here because like you have the wick that like could be like a nice invalidation. Is there anything else?
Can you show my Pepe chart?
Sorry?
Can you show my Pepe chart?
Yeah.
My screen.
Yeah, it's on.
Okay. So, I like Pepe. I like the meme. It's a good meme. It's much better than
I like it
Doge or
too.
Whiff or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck. But you know, if you zoom out a bit, I can't even tell. Am I on log?
I think you are, to be honest.
Oh yeah, I am. That's
that
right.
explains the useless chart, maybe. Because I was saying it looks
Oh,
like a
yeah.
log chart. It was a fucking
Whoops.
log chart.
So I like this. I like filling this whole thing in, and I think this will hold quite. So I'm gonna, as you said, layer bids all the way from here all the way down. I think retesting this level up to this level is very good. So let me adjust. Yeah, there we go. That's like what 7R and 4R. That's great. Also, I wanted to mention on BTC we have these bids chasing up from here to here. Usually a decent sign that kind of might be okay-ish here. But let's see after it comes down. You know, sometimes it like comes down and then the bid just like runs away. I break even the long I got in on Avantis, so yeah, should be good.
That's the perp bit there.
Yeah.
Spot also. 100.
And spot filled at 67.
Yeah, it's put some support at 66.7 on spot.
Oh, okay. That's on a different exchange.
Yeah, it could be. Let me show the people. So this is the spot chart on top, and you have like a little bit of spot coming to support price here. Perp chasing here on the lowest chart. So and then like it's interesting because it is like that is the structure change. I mean, like you have all the time in the world to like if you really want to long and you're like completely bull biased, you have a very big imbalance here. I don't know if this has.
Can you check where that spot is coming from? Because I don't see it on aggregated Kiyotaka.
Yeah, let me just a sec. It's only like 100 in size, but like it just swept the high here. I think you can like if it really doesn't give any pullback, you wait for like higher, and then you buy the retest of that. The thing is like even if you buy higher, like your trade can stay the exact same. Like you can buy something like we have an entry already here, but like let's say you bought this right with stop at the low. Like if momentum is on your side, you can get the exact same trade. Like you don't have to buy like even like this. You don't have to buy the bottom at all. Like, it can be, yeah, maybe you have like a few % more chance that you get stopped out. But if you analyze the situation correctly and like momentum is on your side, it shouldn't matter that much. We have
the spot ran away, didn't it?
Yeah, let me just. I have to aggregate it every single time. So it's not on Binance. It wasn't on Bitfinex. It's not on Bybit. It's not on Coinbase. Not on Deribit. It's on Kraken.
Okay, because I don't have Kraken on Kiyotaka. That explains that.
It's on Kraken.
Interesting.
All right, not a lot of ticker requests today. We did hype, we did lit, we did useless, but the analysis was very useless since it was on log chart. No, I guess it still holds up. It still holds up, but
let's see. Oh, okay, yeah, it's just really squished.
Yeah, because like the horizontal lines, they usually don't hold up from log to regular or lines in general. Like Horizontal lines do, but diagonal lines don't. So, that can be an issue, but pump.
Still pretty valid.
Yeah.
Pump. I'm curious about pump. I'm long pump right now, I think, a little bit.
It's pumping on 15-second chart. I would say it's like a decently strong candidate. Let me pull up my chart here.
Yeah, I mean, I put it near hype in terms of decency as far as altcoins go.
Yeah, like it's one of the few that like if you compare, no wait, it goes more. No, it's not true. Yeah, well, at least it put in like a higher high after like we bounced. We put in a high, low, higher high, kind of like internally. It's not the worst looking chart. I think, like Soldat said, like together with hype, like if you're gonna buy some spot, I think layering bids on this or maybe getting in an initial position somewhere in like 18, 19, like I would be happy to bid a little bit. 20 maybe, I don't know. But this is like, I think we're gonna have like in general, like I think we are about to transition from this to like more this price action for like for like a long time. I think in this, like once it is clear that we're doing something like this, like it could even be that we're doing that like against all odds, that we're doing that here, right? Like if we just stay here sideways for months, like just speed it up. Like if we keep on doing like this, and maybe like it would be like very very Bitcoin thing to do. Yeah, like you had something like this here on low time frame, like, and I think it also matches up with like Cole chart. I think when we were like about here, he posted like something like this, like, yeah guys, and then he actually did this, something like this.
But then he went up.
Yeah. Like from here, like.
I don't think he expected us to get here so quickly, though. So.
Yeah, I don't know, but like, it'd be really funny if that plays out. I give it like a 1% probability, not even.
Yeah, it would be funny.
Yeah. Popcat still has potential to scam Wick, filling the gap. Popcat, why is everyone trading meme coins?
Because they're long from higher.
Really?
Because this thing never gave like a hasn't given a decent bounce in 3 months.
Potential to scam with Wick filling the. I think I have to be on like another time frame here. Scam Wick.
I think your time frame was fine.
Scam Wick filling the gap. Wait, which gap? I mean, like this one.
Wait. Let me have a look.
The 13 cents gap. Yeah, this is the gap at
zero. There's a gap at 82 cents. That's a good gap.
80.
Oh. Scamwick, remember, it's a scam.
But the gap at 82 got like tagged. It's a big gap. It got half filled. It got rejected. Like then we rejected the wick. Like. There's that is not scam wig. That like needs some serious structure change. Like this one, I can still see like a scam wig or something. Sorry.
If you're gonna long pocket, you're gonna target like 18 cents, like half filling that wick, maybe like 17.5.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, like this one. It's just I would
I'm not liking Bitcoin here. It's kind of it's cringing too hard. It doesn't have any umph.
oomph.
Kind of bear flagging at this point.
Yeah. They are doing
Those,
like...
wait, yeah, perp bid kind of ran away half of it already, and looks like the other half is spoofing, so it's probably rolling over soon.
We also have...
Can you look at B
what the fuck is this? 6,000 BTC positioning opened in this last... since New York opened.
Market participants are interested.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, look, I can zoom out a little bit, but you see open interest spiking higher. Probably these getting filled here. Also some market buys, because you see the CVD trying to curl up. Spot CVD though, like look at that. Like, it is just pointing down. See it here. Here you have Coinbase CVD. It's just selling off since, I don't know where we opened, probably here. Yeah, here was open, was already selling off before. So like a lot of selling pressure coming. Like this is really like one directional. You see some buyers step in, but that doesn't mean the sellers stopped. It just means that like the balance, the delta between the two is kind of at even. You also have the Binance book selling like just from like it starts just selling down, and like it's not even that much right now. Oh, sorry, I had them mixed up. Like I thought so. So Coinbase here, Binance at the bottom, and then you see open interest go up like this. Unless you are really 100% sure that these are shorts shorting the bottom, but I don't think so, to be honest. Maybe this bit, then this is for sure longs getting in here. So not looking really good. Can you look at B Trash, B Cash? I looked at that earlier today.
Yeah, I have a chart from last week. It's a really weird one. Because the whole of 25, it had this weird twop.
You can go for it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, all of 25, you had like this weird twop, and it kind of broke this like multi-year triangle from 24, but then it just kind of fell back, and now it's doing a whole new range, so it didn't play out. So whatever price action you had here, it's like new participants, someone doing something weird, and it's no longer applicable, so these lines are no longer valid. So you had the swap, and now it puckered out, and it's ranging here. So if it's going to range here, then I guess I would look to buy earliest like 350, 360, like, you know, just like a regular fib retest type situation. On the trend line here, seems reasonable, I guess.
Chat is saying it's the only decent chart. Only decent chart since BTC broke down, apart from hype. Which is true, but the problem here is that like you are buying into resistance, right? So it's very clear. I mean, not very clear one level, but like the zone is kind of resisting. So well, what is what is the plan exactly?
You want to buy low
or higher, actually.
And sell high.
Like,
yeah, or that. If it starts getting momentum, yeah, but you can clearly see, like, even on the grind up, there was never any momentum.
If it kind of hold, like, it's not a very clear. Sorry, I'm very lazy, but like, if I think it can build up some more pressure, to be honest. Like, even if it pops, I think it can do a bit like this, and then you will get like that huge swings from like 670 to it's like almost 30% drop. 36. Yeah, I would look for that volatility to just compress into the highs. Then it's still dangerous to buy, but at least you can like you can do something like buy this right here, or you can buy here with like decently close invalidation, like, or if you're lucky you get like a wick and back up. You can buy somewhere here or after the wick or something. Right now it is kind of like, I understand when you say like it is strong, but it also left this like same imbalance as hype on a very very high time frame. Like these wicks maybe this is where you can like be a buyer, but you do you. There's some quantum fork scam in May. You can draw a line on your chart from May. That's interesting. They're doing the hard fork already. So here. Okay, yeah, we'll see. To be honest, we just like put some random stream titles. I have zero knowledge about the whole quantum thing. Like, I understand that it puts some lost coins back into circulation, which could be bearish for price action, because coins or wallets that lost their keys are not able to, like, even if like new wallets get invented that are quantum resistant, you would have to send your coins over to that new wallet, and people that lost their access to their wallets cannot send their coins, if I understood correctly. So that you have anything on Tau?
No,
Okay.
that's out of my wheelhouse.
Oof. Is that full chart? It should be. Yeah. Same thing. Like it is knocking on these lows for. Like you have to make a decision here. If you feel deep inside, like if you look into yourself and you feel like this is the bottom, and like, or if this is the bottom and we squeeze a lot, like I cannot forgive myself if I'm not in a long position. These are like very obvious candidates because they actually swept the lows. But what I don't like is that it's just like it is building up here, like some kind of, I don't know where to draw this one, like, but it's like can do it like this and like kind of like this, like it is building up a lot of pressure here, kind of like you want it to break out like it did here. I want it to go higher and then squeeze up, and what it's doing is just like broke down this initial let's make a straight line, like it broke down from this initial support, kind of failing to have like a decent reaction. Also you have bad lows on the weekly, but yeah, as I said, like if you really need to get into something like into some longs, just to feel better about like if we have that squeeze, I think you can do things like this. Like very small imbalance on the weekly. Maybe there's something on the daily to target, which is this. Like you see a lot of highs, like high, lower high, lower high, lower high, well, lower high here, because this one got swept. That would be a good target for long. So if you are really bullish biased, I understand that you take these setups, but like I said in the beginning of the stream, I'm not really bull biased here. So for me, this just seems like bait, and I will just not take them. I would rather wait for momentum to flip, something like this, and then like at least it goes sideways a bit. You get a retest. You can even get in here, and then it goes a little bit higher. Maybe on lower time frame, but yeah, it just goes against my bias. And when I see these coins, I kinda, it's like they're too much at support to short them, but I don't like the market in general, so I don't want to long them. So it's a bit a problem for me. Soldat, you got anything to add? Because I'm kinda.
No, I think that was good. BDC wise, we didn't even fill the first gap on CME with BTC here, so I kind of want a little lower still.
Yeah, not much
Yeah,
happened.
so.
We had a little lag down. Um, we'll see how that goes. So yeah, if you need a recap, just draw that range on BTC. Can be this range or can be this range. And do your business at the extremes, or at least in the quarter ranges.
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, some scalps in the day, why not? But I don't think there is anything else to add here. So yeah, thanks everyone for joining. Thank you for the questions, for the tickers. Thank you, Soldat, for joining me again, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.